Hi everyone, this is Iris from ileetarots and welcome to another pick-a-pal reading. Today we are going to talk about your career growth. For this reading, I'm going to be focusing more on what you should do on your part and what it is that you need to be aware about so that you can make further improvements on yourself. Okay, so before we go into picking the pals, let me explain to you what it is that you can expect from today's reading. So we're going to go, like I said in the beginning, we're going to be looking into, it's more about yourself. I want to make this reading more about your own personal growth. I'm not sure if I will be able to see your environment, like maybe perhaps if you have some colleagues or someone else that you need to be aware about. Sometimes it happens. I've not seen any of the cards. I don't know what's going to happen. So we're just going to let things roll and just be open to receive any kinds of messages. But for the very basic kind of idea on what you're gonna get from this reading is that I'll be able to show you more of your personality and the character that you are in when you are in your working environment or whenever it is that you are doing your career and all that. And I will also be looking into your current energies when it comes to your career, so that you will know whether or not the pile that you chose is your reading. Okay, this is a general reading, so please practice discernment. If it is not for you, then it is not for you. You can always choose another pile, or maybe it's just that this reading, it just happens to not be yours, in which case you can always try other tarot readers readings, or you can always try my other videos. You can just go to my channel's playlist, the uploads and video section, and you can have a look at my other videos. Okay, and after that, what am I supposed to do? Okay, after that we will go into some messages for you about your career growth. So this part is important because I think it may just be, I mean, it really depends. I cannot tell you much. Just try to be open to whatever that comes, and then later we will finish off the reading with some oracle cards, and all these cards are, you know, your advice. I did pick one or two oracle cards for you to meditate on, and another one is more about your self-care. Okay, I will explain once we go into the reading. Okay, so I've done yapping all those stuff. Now we can go into picking the piles. So I only have 3 piles for you. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. And this is pile number 3. Okay, so you can try to feel which of the pile or which of the cards are calling out to you. Otherwise, you can always use these crystals I have prepared for you. So for pile number 1, this is a green aventurine. For pile number 2, I'm pretty sure this is a carnelian. And for pile number 3, this is actually a rose quartz. You can't see it, but it's actually a rose quartz. It looks white, right? Okay. So you can pause this video right here if you need more time to choose your pile. And whenever you're ready, I will see you at the timestamps. Timestamps are in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Let's go into your reading. So I'm going to put this green adventure. This is actually a laughing Buddha. Okay. All right. So, angel. Helping those in need with no expectation of return, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Okay. So, this one, 10 of Wands. Okay, 3 of Swords. Okay, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Two of Swords, Seven of Cups. So all these are all are your advice and guidance, which we will talk later. Okay, so let me make sure they're on the camera. All right. Hang on. That's my alarm. First thing I noticed, 10 of Wands, you have 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands together, that makes a 10 of Wands. So I would say with the 7 of Cups, you have a lot at hands. You do a lot of things. And it has come in, you have 3 of Swords here. To be honest, this part here is a bit like I don't know why I thought of troublesome, but it's more like you're holding on to too many things. And the cards is just telling you to relax. You know, if you notice, there's another 7 of Cups here. But because this in line, this here is actually your message. 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Okay, it can be, your reading is just as simple as this. You are holding too much for your own good. You are doing too many things for your own good. And it may be a bit overwhelming. Okay, well, I'll explain the difference between these two. Okay, it may be a bit overwhelming, and it can also be that you are trying too hard to please others. That you're trying, I don't think you are the kind who will mislead others. Of course, there is an indication, but it just really matters on how aware you are. Okay, but to me, I feel it's more like you are holding too much to be okay. So this, the feeling I get here is like you're holding something in your heart, but I don't really feel it's anything physical, like you are busy with anything. So for some of you, it can be that this is something to do with your home. So perhaps something happened at home and you brought that feeling into your career, and it affects how you grow. You know, sometimes sometimes readings it's not as direct as it should be. Okay, even when it comes to, let's say, even a person can be a successful manager. I'll give you an example. But because of their own love life, let's say they break up with their person, that can affect their performance. Okay, and your reading is like this. No, I don't really see a career. If anything, it's more like there's something that you're holding on to that you have to. I don't see anything that you need to let go. It's more like you have to relax, chillax. Don't mix work with home. Don't mix work with love. Try to be objective as you can. There's really not a lot of things to go about. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pull more cards, because I want to see if there's more towards this part. I just want to see if there's anything else that can help. Let's focus on this one. So this part is actually your personality, your character. So universe, show me why 10 of Wands and 3 of Swords are here. Sorry, I was thinking something. Hang on, I'll share with you later. Just one, please, for now. Tell me more about the 10 of Wands and this 3 of Swords. I think you have been not treated fairly. You feel like it's not fair, and in which case you feel like, is this going to go on for forever and ever, for a long time? If you are like, okay, if you are the light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return, then you have to ask yourself, how true are your intentions? If your intentions are just to help another person, then let it be because you just help another person. And you know, instead of I help you, you should help me back. Okay, if you are, let's say, the shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, to be honest, I don't see how this attribute can lead to all this unless you are afraid of people knowing your true self. But none of these cards are showing that. Okay, so I'm very likely to feel that you are the light attribute here. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Okay, none of my cards are showing me the shadow attributes. So let's focus on the light attributes, okay? Of course, maybe you can relate to shadow attributes and all that, but even if that's so, the focus here is not about that, okay? It's more about how you feel about how other people treat you, all right? So now I want to ask you, what do you expect from other people? So universe, when pile number one, people, when they help other people, what is it that they expect in return? Do they even expect anything in return? Because otherwise, why do they feel this way? Okay, I think to me here it looks more like communication feedback. So it's very likely you feel ignored by other people. And sometimes it can be simple as, okay, I do something for you, okay, instead of you telling me what it is, you went behind my back and to tell other people about me. I don't see the backstabbing here. It can be because of this Three of Swords here. So why don't you just speak up? It could be that, you know, you have, to me, I don't know why, 10 of Wands is so in my face. And with the Three of Swords, it's such a harsh energy to be around. With the Seven of Cups here, you're so overwhelmed with this burden that you're carrying. So let's focus on that instead. Four of Wands and Six of Wands here. Please, universe, show me what this is about. Five of Swords. So very likely there was I would say miscommunication. All this leads to miscommunication, and you were, or more like miscommunication. Yes, correct. And this is overwhelming you to a point that you don't know how to solve it. Is that what it is? So tell me more about the Seven of Cups. So there's a beauty in this, and it's very interesting that I chose this deck. I'll explain why. Okay, Seven of Cups here. So show me this Seven of Cups here. Two of Swords, yes. So you know that there is some communication breakdown where maybe you cannot get your message across, or maybe you wonder why people cannot get their message across to you and you cannot understand anything. So you're sort of in a confusing place, or you're in confusion mode, thinking, why are people doing this to me? Do they not understand me? So this is what is keeping you stuck, and probably why you hold on to this Ten of Wands and this Three of Swords, because I think you're sort of blaming yourself, to be really honest. In which case, these cards here are saying, you see another Two of Swords again. Sometimes, to me, these cards are saying it's not your problem. I don't know if this meant it's the other person's problem, but what you need to know for yourself is that it's not your problem. Okay? And yes, not doing anything, not saying anything is probably the best way to go. To me, this just simply means that miscommunication happens sometimes due to perhaps the person's personality. Of course you can speak up, of course you should speak up. Okay, whatever it is that you do not understand, just ask them. Okay, just ask them, okay, if I heard you correctly, I think you meant this, right? So Nine of Cups is to sorry, we'll go back to what I said. So try not to let all this burden hold you back from wanting to please others. It's kind of like I feel like you're afraid to say anything sometimes. Okay? I also want to say with these cards is don't listen to whatever gossip that is going on around you. Don't just pay no heed to them. Okay? And I like that you have this Nine of Cups here, which does indicate happiness, contentment, and you should not let all this hold you, or more like don't always focus about this stuff. Okay? And so in the beginning I did say that this Seven of Cups is beautiful. This is also saying there is no one-way solution. You have to see the situation. You have to understand the person, their personality, and how to go about solving a problem with that person. Okay? It's kind of like knowing your enemy and then just win the war or something like that. Know thy enemy. Okay? Not that everyone's your enemy. To me, it just says that this card shows me you don't have to stick to one route. Okay, and it's very likely because with the very heavy, harsh energies of Ten of Wands, Three of Wands, confusion, and not knowing what to do. You have swords everywhere. Definitely about how you convey your message, definitely about how you communicate, how you tell the other person, vice versa. I'm trying to feel something from this card. I felt something, but I wasn't sure what it was again. Give me one card for this. Yep, okay. So you do have someone around you that's trustable, so that's okay. And just there is one person around you that you can definitely trust. That's all I want to tell you. Okay, so don't worry, you're not alone. Okay? Okay, I'm done. Alright, so now let's go to the advice cards. So let's see what you have. Contract. Happiness. Okay, so this one I'll talk later. Okay, and challenges. So unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arm if you're open. Please take over divine and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Okay, so I want to pull one card for the contract here. Okay, I think this is more of a spiritual kind of contract that you have. Every person has lessons to learn throughout their life. Okay, whether it doesn't matter if you're spiritual or not. When you think about it, you know your character. You see you see your life as a story, okay, and you are the main character. And every story, you will see the character's development throughout different phases in life. So this part here is where you have to learn something, okay? It's like a contract from the heavens, and it's something that you've been denying yourself, to be really honest. And it could be why, this could be the main explanation as to why there are so many harsh energies. It's something within you that, you know, you want to break out, but at the same time, you're so afraid of repercussions. You're so afraid of the consequences. But, you know, some part of you is wanting to break out. You are like that pupa, the butterfly metamorphosizing, but you're struggling to break out from the, not pupa, is it pupa? The cocoon. I know, you know what I'm talking about. You're trying to break out from the cocoon, okay? And you're struggling, and you are at that stage, okay? And the more true you are, meaning to say, if you have something to tell the person, just tell the person. You don't have to hold back, okay? Honesty, not always the best policy, but honesty does free everyone from struggles. Is that right? Okay. Happiness, challenges. This sort of challenge, I think this is saying that this will reoccur, not just in your career, but also in other parts of your life, that you still need to speak up and be more true to yourself. Okay? Because the more you try to fight it, the more struggle you will face and you will feel. Okay. Right. So now, these cards are from the self-care oracle card, oracle deck. So I pulled this. I pulled two because this deck can be very spiritual, and not everyone's spiritual. So you can choose either one to work with, or you can choose both if you are comfortable with them. All right. Okay. Read and movement. All right. So I feel read is not okay. It's like this. I don't think it's more about getting more knowledge when it comes to reading. It's more about a leisure time kind of hobby kind of reading. So you don't have to specifically choose self-help books or anything or anything philosophical. It can be just as simple as just, you know, just finding Harry Potter book, Rick Riordan's book, and just enjoying yourself. Immerse yourself into the book. You know, like I said, like I mentioned, everyone's life is a story. You know, and feel yourself like you are that character in the book. I don't know what you're gonna read, but I feel something along that lines. Yeah, okay. So movement here, this I think movement here can be because of all these energies that you retained inside yourself that you need to let go. All right. And one healthy way to let go is to move your body, just walk, shake it off, release that excess, that all those tensed up energy, release them by moving your body more, making sure don't just sit on the chair for hours and hours. Make sure to get up, shake your limbs. Okay, just walk over to the pantry or walk over, go get something to drink. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Okay, so finally, before you go, so this is from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriel Bernstein. This is actually an affirmation card. So I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Okay, so this is about you being more truthful, not just to yourself, but also to other people. Okay, maybe you don't like, I mean, when it comes to angel, when I saw this light attribute, it sort of reminds me of life path number 6, where life path number 6 people like me, we tend to take, we are people pleaser kind of people. Okay, so that's what you need to be aware about yourself. You know, sometimes you may feel like, I don't want to be in a confrontation. I don't want to be in this difficult energy because it's just too much work. But when you are being truthful to yourself, you know, you don't have to sacrifice your principles or your truth just to please someone. Okay, you have to understand, life has pros and cons, plus minuses, positive, negative. Okay, and I'm not telling you to be negative. I'm just saying that there's a yin and yang to it. All right, so it's okay to have your own opinion, and you don't have to apologize for it all the time. If you're wrong, then yes, apologize. But if you're not, and it causes no harm, then there's nothing wrong to it. You know, if people are asking you, can you please do this work for me, and you feel that it's too much on your hands, just tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I have too much at hand, I cannot help you. That's it. Okay? Alright, so this is just something for you to meditate on, to focus, and also to just an affirmation for you. Okay? Alright, pile number 1, that's all I have for you. I'm so sorry about the camera. I think it's because of the lighting and all that. I'm just very sorry about that. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading resonates, and if it does, I really hope it has given you insights and advice and help you. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends. Join me on my Facebook, my Instagram, and even my YouTube channel. And that is all for you today. I'll see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's go into your reading. All right. So, vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Okay, so 6 of Swords and 3 of Wands. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they're on the camera. So Magician. Oops. Hierophant. Justice. Not bad at all. Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, Chariot. Okay. Someone in your life is draining your life force. Okay, these are the oracle cards. We will talk about this later. Let's focus on your tarot cards first. Okay, I want to clarify something, because here I can see that you're waiting for something. Are you waiting for a change in career or change in role? Okay, so universe, what is it? What are they looking at? What are they focusing on? What is it that pile number 2 people are focusing on, and what are they waiting for? Queen of Swords. Who's this person? Okay. The significance of this person, please. Who are you waiting for? It just shows me you're waiting for someone, but I'm not sure if this is related to your career. So let me pull one card for the vampire. Four of Wands. You are waiting for someone, and I don't think it's related to your career growth. Your career is actually looking very, very good. You have Magician, Hierophant, and the Justice. It's a very strong, very stable, very neutral, and you even have everything going your way. So this tells me that there's something else that is affecting more about you than your career growth. If you want, sometimes it's just that, oh, my life is not going so great, but since Iris is making this career growth reading, I might as well just watch it. Okay. Very likely, very, very likely, you are someone who works in an organization, or if there's some sort of company or a team of people. Because I just see a lot of, it's a very team kind of feeling, and there's cooperation everywhere. Everything is your career looks very, very good with just these three cards. Okay, it's just that, and then here, this part is actually your message here, what you need to know about your career growth. There is something that you're quite obsessive and possessive about, and I feel this is what's related to this one, but I don't think it's related to your career. But we'll see later. We will confirm later with the oracle cards and the advice here. I just noticed they're all major arcanas. Oh my god. You are harping to something, which could be that, which would explain why the vampire is here. I don't think it's someone else draining your life, but it's more because of what you're doing right now is draining your life. It could be that you're so obsessed with someone here to the point that it does not disrupt your career growth, but all this reading is showing me that it's more about your person as opposed to your career. If you are asking, is there anything else I can do for my career? I don't really think so. If anything, all this is telling me, make sure that your life is aligned to what it is that you want. Okay, things will change, just not now. Okay, but let me get more messages for you. So universe, anything else you want pile number 2 people to know about their career? Let's just pull 3 more cards. Okay, so let's tackle these 2. Right now, like I said, I don't see any problem with your career. If anything, I think you've done a great job. You've achieved a lot, but there is something that you're worried about. Okay, so 7 of Cups here. Okay, just be careful. I just feel this is more about what it is that you want in life, and I don't think it's about your career. It can be that perhaps whoever it is that you're waiting for will affect your career, or vice versa. Okay, so let's tackle this part. So universe, what is this devil about that causes 9 of Swords here? Four of Cups. So what is this cup about? 6 of Pentacles. From who? Change. Are you waiting to hear on a person about a role change, or a career role, or some sort of promotion or something? it can explain all this. But why is the Four of Cups here? If this is something that you want, then why is your Four of Cups here? Unless you're thinking whether or not you can take up this challenge, in which case you can. You have that right attitude, you have the right mentality. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, let me pull some more. Anything else you want pile number 2 to know about their career growth? Let go of what? I mean, let go. Yeah, the devil itself is already showing me that you're obsessed with something. You keep thinking about it all the time. You have to let that go. Okay, let go. Just focus on what it is that you can do for now. Okay, don't try to control what is uncontrollable or what is out of your control. Okay, I think we're just going to go into, I think I've pulled enough cards. We're just going to go into the advice and the oracle cards, and we can more or less get more answers from that. Okay, so we have garden and the gate, endurance, so keep doing what you're doing. Okay, and then this, independence. Your cards are actually very, very good. There's not a lot to talk about your career growth. If anything, there's something that is that you keep thinking and wondering, and that's the part that is, it doesn't really affect your career. So it has to be affecting other parts of your life, maybe your love life, maybe your family, or something that's more personal. Give me a second. I want to read this part because I'm very... to be honest, I'm unclear with this one. So give me a second. Okay, 30. Hang on, guys. Sorry about this. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, but be aware. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So this could be what it is that you are hoping for, you're waiting on, and right now I can only see that you're waiting for someone here, but that could, maybe you're very likely is something to do with your love life, or there's someone significant enough that it's showing up in your career reading, which is cute. It has happened, I'll be really honest. Okay, it has happened where I have clients who ask for career readings and all that, and then when I pull cards and then I just tell them actually your career is fine, but there's something else you need to know, and then when I tell them and they were so shocked that, oh my god, how did you know? Because sometimes it's like that. That's the thing about tarot readings. Okay, the best kind of tarot readings is just the cards showing you that actually your problem is not in this area, but in another thing that once you handle it well, everything will fall into place. Okay, all right. So keep doing what you're doing. I like that you have endurance. I like that you have independence. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, give it more time. Right now, this card is always my timing, divine timing kind of card. Okay, let it roll, but make sure you know where you stand. You know what it is that you want. Okay, what is it that you are hoping for? You're harping on. Maybe you are waiting for some promotion, or maybe you're waiting for some sort of role change, and I don't know, this can be that person who's going to tell you, hey, you are getting promoted, and then and you know, it's your good news, and then you feel more built up, you feel more independent, and all the money comes rolling in. It could be that. Otherwise, this reading is just letting you know that you are good where you are when it comes to your career. Okay? All right, so let's focus. Let's go into your other oracle cards. So here I have Sacred Self-Care Oracle card. These cards can be very, very spiritual. So that's why I pulled 2 cards for you. You can choose either one to work with. Otherwise, you can choose both if you're comfortable with that, right? Spend time with friends, spend time with animals. Nice. So maybe it could be that, you know, because you have a lot of independence cards, not to say that you're single and that's wrong or anything, but it could be that it's time for you to mingle with others. Okay, maybe for some of you it's like this: you are working super good, super well, you've done great with your career, but maybe you're waiting on a particular someone, or maybe you're just waiting for your love life to flourish, or you're waiting for someone to come back. Okay, and it could be that this person is not specifically a person, but more to what you love, your dream guy, your dream girl. So this one I would explain this person as someone who you can connect intellectually, who can carry conversations, who is smart, who is opinionated, who is who's authentic, who is brutally honest sometimes, okay, and someone who will not back down from speaking the truth. Okay, so spending time with your friends, spending time with animals. The most important thing, maybe you have been not to say lonely, but it's good to have other energies synergize with yours. Okay, so spend time with your friends, do something that you like, find your soul family, find your soul tribe. This here you can see they're all doing esoteric activities, you know, tarot cards, and what's this? I think it is what's this book? What's this book? I don't know what this book is. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about things that I don't know. Point is just enjoy yourself. And it could be that this kind of activity will make you feel less lonely. I'll just be really honest. Okay, and it will also help you distract yourself from whatever it is that you're waiting for, whatever it is that you're obsessing about. Because you know, idle mind is the devil's workshop. So take some time, what I really like to do is going to pet stores and just looking at dogs and cats and whatever animals they have, and I'll even see the fishes swimming about. It's a very nice feeling. Otherwise, you can always go to a pet shelter. You know, animals, I love animals. I love animals. They're just spending time with them. They don't have to say anything, but somehow they have this instincts and this animal spirituality where they can connect with you. Okay, and that's what's really cool about animals. Okay, enough rambling. What else? Okay, before you go, this is actually an affirmation that I want you to focus on, right? In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So it is about your love life, isn't it? I mean, of course, this love can be as general as can be, but I think most of you, this is something about your love life rather than your career. Right-minded thinking. So it's really, like I said, and I'm not trying to say that it's not good to be single or what, but it could be that you may feel lonely. In that case, find the right kind of people to hang out with. And if you're not that much of a social kind of person, you know, some people, they're the kind like, people are so difficult, I just don't like talking to people, whatever it is, then you can always try to mingle more with animals. Just do whatever I told you. I don't want to repeat myself, that's the problem, so that's why I stopped myself. So all right, pile number 2, that's all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonates with you, and if it does, I really hope that you got some insights, you got some advice that may help you. If you like this video, you can always give it a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends. Please follow me on my Facebook, my Instagram, and even on my YouTube. And I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Let's go into your reading. All right, so rose quartz. Okay, so we have Exorcist. Wait, hang on. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Fear of facing your own demons. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Okay, Ace of Swords and Page of Swords. I think it's more like you're exercising other people. Okay, King of Swords. Yep. Wheel of Fortune and 9 of Cups. I think you're someone who changes things. You're the person who flips. You know, it's like when people have problems, you try to solve it. And very likely you are a very intellectual, you're very smart, you're a very intelligent kind of person. And yes, you are that kind of person who just tell them straight, no, your problem is this, that. Okay? Temperance, Queen of Swords, another swords again, and Death. Very likely, so many swords, only 1 cup. Okay, we'll talk about this later. And yes, there's a lot of like needing to balance things. And I feel it's more that you are that kind of person to society, to the community. Hang on, let me see this. Sorry, from my angle, it just looks like, oh, just Jacksepticeye. Okay, hang on. Right now, when it comes to your career, I think, okay, you need to speak up a bit. You are very likely the kind who works behind the scenes, but I think you will do very well when it comes to presentation. But of course, you need some practice. All of these cards, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, Death, to me, it tells me you are the one that's changing things instead of, you know, the life and fate and destiny changes it for you. I feel that you are someone who you are also someone who tells people to back off if you need to. And yes, you are the one, I wouldn't say you're being like truthful to yourself, but it's more like, you know, it is your character. You are that kind of person. And usually I will feel like there's a bit guarded and all that, but you don't have. Okay, another thing I want to highlight to you, 1 Page of Swords, 1 Queen of Swords, 1 King of Swords. The one that you don't have is the Knight of Swords, which is okay because the Knight of Swords can be very, very brash. So that just tells me that you are not the kind who will just blah everything out and then you hurt people. No, you are definitely, at the very least, you will ask what's going on. And once you take in the information and then you assess the situation and then, you know, you tell them as it is. There is some part of you that you need to change here. Okay, let me pull some cards for you. Even though yours is very direct, tells me a lot of things, as opposed to, you know, the past two piles where I have to pull some cards for you. Okay, if there's anything else you can tell me about pile number 3, people. Four of Swords. You're a person who is not afraid to lay down the truth. You're the kind like, I'm not going to beat about bush. I'm just going to tell you as it is. Okay? And whatever you want to do with the information is up to you. Okay? Anything else? There's a lot of swords here. I don't even know why I pull anymore. Another Page of Swords. Okay, fine. So, any significance as to why there's a lot of swords here? Yep. So you are that person. You are that level-minded person around your in your community, in your society, even in your workplace. Okay. And I think it is here. And you are happy to be where you are. You've achieved things. And tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. Hierophant. To me, it just looks like your wherever it is you're working at, they need you more than you need them. Okay. Not sure if you're the boss. Anything else you want me to anything else you can tell from the King of Swords? Eight of Swords. There, you know, every now and then, of course, you do feel insecure and everything, but I don't feel it overwhelms you because you are good where you are. You tell things as it is. Of course, there are times you feel this way. You feel insecure. It happens, and it's very normal. Okay, they're just, you know, life has its ups and downs. Okay, so one card for Nine of Cups. King of Swords. You're happy where you are because you have done the necessary steps to get to where you are. You've achieved the things, and very likely you've already have your future planned out. Okay. So I want to ask, what is this Death doing here? Ace of Pentacles. One more card, please. I feel something's coming that is going to change, not your destiny, your fate. It's just an opportunity arise. But it is going to be significant enough to bring some sort of change, some sort of major change into maybe at the very least your schedule, your routine. And if you are waiting for that, then you don't have to worry. It will, I wouldn't say it will come soon, but it will come, right? I'm just trying to see what is it that I need to ask, because for pile number 1 and 2, there were certain situations where I have to wonder and I ask and I just pull the cards and I give them the answer. For yours, there's not really a lot of, okay, so what happens? So why can't you just do this and that? Temperance. It's fine, everything's fine. Okay, fine. Universe, anything else that you want pile number 3 to know? Death again, Strength, and Two of Cups. You have a lot of double cards. There will be a change. I think you're waiting for a change. Well, not really waiting. I don't see any waiting cards. But you can expect there will be changes. Okay, you just have to hang on. Maybe that's why you have this worry. Not this worry. You feel, oh my gosh, am I not good enough that they're not giving me this change, or this whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. Okay. None of my cards saying none of the cards are telling me divine timing or anything. So it can just mean that it's on its way. Okay. All right. So let's just move to the advice cards and the oracle cards. So let's see. First chakra, Archangel Michael. So this is our root chakra. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's the root chakra. Hang on. Memory. Okay, what's this memory about? Oh, sorry. I wanted to talk about this later. Okay. Doubt. So, offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Okay, so there are times where you are doubtful about yourself. Let me double check on this first chakra. Hang on. I'm very sure it's the root chakra. Hang on, let me double check. The first chakra located at the base of the spine. Yes, so it is your root chakra, in which it just means that you just need to be you just need to ground yourself. Okay, so before I did this video, I grounded myself. I have all these crystals, unakite and red garnet here, obsidian here. This one is more of my grounding and making sure that I have focus. So all these crystals can help you. All right, grounding yourself just means that you do not let this doubt seep into your thoughts in your mind, and it affects your performance. Okay, now I want to ask about this memory. So Nicholas, what is this memory about? Seven of Cups, one more. Okay, so there is some sort of memory. Something happened in the past which comes to haunt you, and which can create this doubt within yourself, and you're trying to fight this memory. In which case, if it does come back, ground yourself. So you can meditate. You can usually when I want to ground myself, if I don't use crystals, then I would go to bed. I would just go to sleep. Otherwise, I will just do some other things that make me feel more calm. Not necessarily happy. The most important thing is you need to calm down first, okay? And then afterwards, I can also be, what else? Eat. Eating is a very good way to ground yourself, okay? All right. So let's just move to the other cards. So these are from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle cards. I pulled 2 cards for you. Because these cards can be very, very spiritual, so you can choose either one to work with, or you can choose both of them if you're comfortable with it. Okay. Make a vision board and connect with your womb. Okay. So obviously for guys, you cannot do this. Okay. Or for those of you who don't have a womb. Okay, and it's okay. I'm not saying that it's not good or whatever. Okay. This is more okay for those of you with a womb. Okay, I'm trying to be politically correct, but at the same time I also don't want to offend, and at the same time I don't want to offend others. Okay, if I do, I'm so sorry. Okay, all right, so connect with your womb here to me is more about feeling good, and also I want to say taking care of your health in particular. There is some sort of like Chinese philosophy when it comes to a womb, but I can't remember. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to read directly from the book because I don't want to get into trouble and I don't want to get cancelled. Okay, 15, hang on. Okay. I bring my dreams to life. Meditate on drawing forth the creative energy of your womb, your mother's womb or the cosmic womb. This will help you gather insight about the creations that the universe is calling forward from within you. By opening up to this intuitive dialogue with your womb, you will also better understand what needs releasing. Rest one or both hands on your lower belly and send loving energy to this space. Ask your womb, physically or energetically, the following questions. What creation wants to come forward through me? What energies are stored here? What womb traumas within me or from my lineage need healing? If fertility or birthing is in your energetic field, take this time to tune in deeper to your womb as the vessel through which new life can enter this realm. Ask your womb how you can support it in healing or in carrying a new life. Listen carefully to the answers that reveal themselves. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting, how do you say, it's interesting to me. I need to study more about this, but I really hope that that helped you, because to be really honest, I'm not clear and I'm not fluent with this part. I will study and research on it, okay? But I really hope that helped. So now let's focus on this one. Okay, making a vision board is just as simple as creating goals for yourself and focusing on the goals. And it's not just that, it's also surrounding yourself with things that you love, so that you create this positive energy within yourself and around you, so that you don't fall into this self-doubt, you don't fall into this pit hole of I cannot do it, I'm not good enough, yada yada yada. And also you can also pin up some of your achievements, you know, make sure that you can see them, and to remind yourself that you are doing good, you are doing great, keep it up, okay? Okay, so before you go, this is an affirmation card from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriel Bernstein. Okay, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Okay, so this is this card is also saying that you have to be aware about your thoughts and whatever that is happening around you, but more likely it is about you being able to catch whatever doubt or whatever negative thought that is seeping into your mind. Okay, so once you create that consciousness, not just for yourself but also those around you and whatever that's happening around you, then it's easier for you to overcome it, and thus giving you and helping you grow. Okay, right. Okay, pile number 3, that's all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonates, and if it does, I really hope that you got your advice, you got some insights from this reading. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, do share with your friends, follow me on my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube if you like, and I will see you next video. Bye.